Hello everybody, this is the Gaming Rhino. Yes, here we go. We're going back to Isla Muerta. Back to Isla Muerta. Thank you to Red Bull for sponsoring this video. No, I'm joking. I ain't gonna get sponsors at like 12 subscribers. Nah, bro. I ain't gonna get no sponsors. Don't worry, you guys. I'm noticing you guys. Can't really read the comments because I have to read the comments on my mom's laptop. Yeah. A packy, oh hell, the fathead with the bald spot. Fire taco. Dumbo. Back to this Nereda. Oh yeah, this is the game right now. Back in there. As Jackson was setting up for the next down south, the Daddy Unix. 100%. The Baryonyx, the dinosaur. This dinosaur wanted a mate, obviously. It was obvious. It wanted 2 to 3 of its kind to socialize with. So Jackson did the rainforest and the coastal pattern. Jackson was setting up the Baryonyx around rainforest and a coastal. People didn't know what was next, obviously. That's an obvious factor. No one really had known what to expect from this so-called chick son. Jackson had built the exhibit. Well, sent teams to build the exhibit. Next thing he set up in there was, you know, a gyro station. Ooh, man. Shouldn't have just been trying to set up a gyro station for the park. See and watch the Baryonyxes feed and drink and roar. Who doesn't want to see a dino roar? I mean, come on, it's a dinosaur. And this gyro station go outside, come back in, and connect. And the path had been neatly put together. Of course. What you mean, bro? We're not gonna only put an amount of jars here because there's no dinos in here. Okay, back to there. Jackson is ready to filled these baryonyxes into their new pen. There were 15 of these troodons in their home. There's only one alpha, and it was the first one that will be put on the island. The first troodon to be ever put on this island. And of course the baryonyx was like the Spinosaurus. Wanted a lot of wetland and forest and grassland. So it was a dinosaur that needed a lot of needs. Of course, you know. Makes a lot of sense. Jackson set up a viewing gallery for the baryonyx. Then connected it to the path. And was sent to put a viewing platform. To watch your dinos, you can also see the Herarosaurus from that platform. As the first baryonyx was ready to be released. Jackson set up a viewing platform. I wanted to put a viewing gallery over here. And the baryonyxes were ready. First one was releasing the rainforest on. Darker, looking a lot like the regular pattern. When I'm not using my real voice, like where I'm like narrating something, not using my real voice. Okay. It's okay. Good. Same. What are you playing? Five Nights at Freddy's VR helps wanted. Ooh, that's hard without a VR headset. What are you thinking? So I put 20 dinosaurs in one single pen, one single enclosure. They're all herbivores, of course, because if they weren't all herbivores, then some of them would die. You know what an herbivore is, right? We should do 3. That one's the scariest. Do you think that one's the scariest too? I think the 4th one is definitely the scariest. It's probably the one that freaks people out the most, but 3, the jump scares are probably the scariest. I think. You're scared? Pussy! No, I'm joking. Pussy! I have a VR headset, but it doesn't work for my PlayStation. Unfortunate. I think it only works for like whenever you put your phone in it. You can like use like VR games on your phone. So actually you can if you download the PlayStation app, and I have the PlayStation app, and I have VR games on my PlayStation. I'll just have to connect the controller to my phone and it'll work. I can do PlayStation VR from my phone. Sure. It probably will cut my recording though. Alright everybody, back to the narrator. No interruptions, Freddy. You can, and I'll answer you, but I'll just say, okay, I'll just answer these people. Sheesh. Back to the narrator. As Jackson was putting more baryonyx, oh gosh, this is damn cringy, isn't it? Alright, I'll talk to you whenever my friggin' recording's over, okay? Back to the narrator. As Jackson had put both of the baryonyxes into their new pack, number 2 had been the alpha. Dinosaurs were in their pen. Jackson had another 5-star park again, and he was ready to put a second, or this the third. It is the second hotel in this park. There's still a lot of room left on the park, like way back here. And Jackson wasn't done, and he had one more pen in mind. 2, actually. About 1 or 2. About 2 more. One was gonna be giant. Not really. But the next dinosaur, I don't think anybody's actually seen before. Well, yes, people have seen it, but not in a park yet. The Giganotosaurus dinosaur. Pretty sure wanted friends. Well, we were gonna modify it. So Alan was gonna modify it, so it required friends. Can I put an immune response? Reaction speed. Group 2.0, because there was going to be 4 of these Giganotosaurs. Yes, 4. And it costing almost 10 million. Yes. Next skin would be the Arid. Yes, I've never actually seen a different skin on the Giganotosaurus. We're just gonna see this. Jackson didn't even have a 5-star park anymore, which Really sucked. Probably just didn't have either the right transport or I'm not really sure. And the last one he was gonna put in the rainforest. Actually, I've seen this final one. Jackson's wondering, why don't I have a 5-star park anymore? It could be transport. It's not transport, it was shopping and food and drink. So Jackson decided, why not party it up? Get another restaurant for people to eat at. Obviously. That's what you're supposed to do. And a bar where people can drink at. And another restroom. People could go to the bathroom. Obviously, that's what the restroom's for. Jackson, I put the 4 Giganotosauruses in the incubator. Well, I guess Alan did. Yes, I did. I tried to. Oh god. That's not Alan Grant though, that's the thing. And Jackson was ready to put another pen into the pack. So it was going to be a rather long one. No, it wasn't. This was actually going to be the last pen in the island. A Giganotosaurus. The Dino Brew for $1. At this bar and the restaurant selling the Jurassic Nom for $1. Someone's ready to set up another pen. The last pen of the island. This one's gonna be pretty big. He was deciding either we should do 4 or 5 dinos on this pen. That last pen was huge. And obviously, what Jackson was going to put first on the pen was what a surprise, a gyro station. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either if I were you. And Jackson was thinking of what he'd do on the next island. Isla Tacano. I was wondering what he'd do on the next island. Isla Tacano. Jackson was trying to set up another viewing platform to observe the magnificent Giganotosaurus. It's obviously going to be a deluxe tour, just like the rest of them, except for this one. Over here at the Troodon exhibit. It's also going to be a deluxe tour for $2 because, you know, there was 15 of them. Deluxe store for $4. People are already going out there. Didn't seem too smart to me because there was nothing out there unless you're a tourist and just want to see what the pen looked like ready for the Giganotosauruses. They lived in rockier areas, dirtier areas, and sandy areas. They just travel all around the world, would they? He had a pretty weird pen though, but they definitely enjoyed it. That was a sheer excitement of these dinos. Jackson didn't think he'd be able to get this one neat, but it still looked pretty neat. Look at that viewing gallery. There wasn't a lot of viewing stuff unless you went to the gyro station. Yeah, obviously. The first Giganotosaurus was almost ready. The taiga, then the arid, the wetland, and the rainforest. The first Giganotosaurus was being released. Not seen on an island yet. Giganotosaur. Us. Next one is ready for release. The arid one. This one looked a lot like this first one, which was the taiga. People like the arid so far more than we already have. And the third one was set to release first. Wetland. Snake. This one looked nice. Dark on the head, but lighter on the body. Dinosaur was bigger than the T-Rex at its times. You know, life is a video game. The fourth one. The rainforest. Ooh, and I know people probably like this one. Full on black head. Full on black tail. Yellow body. Yellow, pinkish underneath. This, that one was like magnificent. And Jackson thought, you know what? We're gonna put a fifth one out. A fifth one. Yes, a fifth one. That was gonna be the Tundra pattern. Because he wanted to see all these patterns on these dinosaurs looking amazing. Even though the arid one was still the alpha. There was a person waiting for the dinosaurs to come in. One woman. Anybody in the viewing platform? Yes, another woman. Same shirt, same paler skin. It's funny. A carnivore feeder was put in. Another carnivore feeder was put in. A goat feeder was put in. And another goat feeder was put in. So these dinosaurs could eat goats, just like the baryonyx. I believe didn't have any feeders. Goat feeder, carnivore feeder, another fish feeder. The dinosaurs are already heading to the food. Jackson forgot to feed them. So they got privacy whenever they're eating. Humans still being able to see them a little bit whenever they're eating though. Not really. You have to look really close or have night vision goggles. They were feeding on the fish. What a surprise. As two of the Giganotosaurus has already been tranquilized, two of the teams were sent to pick them up. The fourth one, my personal favorite, and I'm guessing everyone else's, the black one. Darker one. Sent to its new home. This one had the biggest pen, even bigger, I'm pretty sure, than the 20 dinosaur pen.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
Jackson had an idea of the next dinosaur he'd put in the next island. He's thinking solitary 2.0 on a velociraptor. Because no one's ever seen a velociraptor that didn't want to socialize. It didn't want to socialize. You could have 0 to 3. That's what it was. And that's what he was gonna do. This next island. A species of velociraptor that wanted to be by itself. So the last two Giganotosauruses were obviously been tranquilized. Teams were sent to bring the new, well, I guess the older Giganotosaurus to the park. Well, they're already in the park, but not in their pen yet. The only ever time a dinosaur has died on this island was a Dryosaur. An accidental failure on putting a Dryosaur into a pen full of Deinonychus over at Isla. It's been 2 islands since that's happened. 3, actually. Forgot about Isla. The most successful island so far had been Isla, having the best, being the most dinosaurs at 62. This one, I believe, had 51, not 57. So maybe there was 56 at that one, actually. The Giganotosaurs were being flown over the beautiful water. And it wouldn't even be bad to place them in the water. They like wetland, and that's actually true. The Giganotosaurs were just like Spinosaurus and Baryonyx and Suchomimus back in the day. They actually really wanted water. They lived in beachy areas. I really, really liked the beach. And this is beautiful right here. Isla Muerta. Oh my gosh. Oh, I wish I could go into the water. Oh, just seeing this right here. This is a PS right now. Oh my gosh. Just to see Spinosaurus swim towards you. Ceratosaurs were the same way. Ceratosaurs roared. The Giganotosauruses roared because they had mates and they'd fight for dominance. T-Rex did not roar. Neither did Spinosaurus, Suchomimus, and either Baryonyx had a squeak. The Velociraptor sounded like a rat and was a lot smaller. And this is true, because they used 3D printers.
Asset delivery.
Number 2 is still the alpha for some reason, even though it didn't look as cool as the black one. But Jackson, of course, had another one about to release. Oh, I was right there too. The Tundra. This one looked nice. A lot like the Arid and the taiga and the wetland. as the ECU helicopter was sent to ECU helicopter teams were sent to tranquilize the Giganotosaurus 5. The park had almost been finished. It was the arid wetland, rainforest, and of course the tundra got to be tranquilized, and it was tranquilized. But as soon as this dinosaur had been placed, the park was done as soon as Jackson was able to put
Picking up asset.
another monorail station was to be put in so that they could transport
Commencing asset transit.
people I road travel over this monorail station so they can see the Giganotosaurus up close. Obviously. Transport was low. Shopping and food was low. Drink was also low. So people really like getting drunk. I don't blame them. It's probably fun. Never tried it. There's another bar. A closed shop. And a restaurant. There's probably a good transport rating now. Said yes, 94. And this one was selling a dino shirt for $1, being the only second. Sackosaurus for $1, 50 cents actually. A bar selling the dino slop for 50 cents. Where was the radio? There was the... No, that wasn't the... And he had a 5-star park. And the 5th one had been here. Right here. Was the 5th one. Being darker than like the taiga area, but looking a lot like him. And then the wetland. Looking a lot like the wetland. And then the rainforest. But mostly different out of all of them. Jackson had been done. Done with Isla Muerta. Once again, he'd been done. which one in your opinion out of the lower times looks the best? My opinion is the basic one, and not to the rest of the humans. Though a lot of people probably like the Bottega one because it has the red on top, and probably the Vivid one too because it looks like the basic. Well, there you go. Let's put our last restroom on the island. Isla Muerta is done, baby. Isla Muerta's done, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I've been finished. Isla Muerta. Oh my goodness.
Toilet facility has been added for your convenience. Added for your comfort.
And Jackson had another 5-star park here in Isla Muerta. If you guys enjoyed Isla Muerta, leave a like. I can't force you to, but not as well. It took me a while. But love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Mwah.